Now, constituents of Asawase in the Ashanti region want special attention to be given to their constituency to avert violence in the December 7 polls. The area has consistently been tagged as an election hotspot due to persistent tension between the two major political parties, that's the NPP and the NDC. As part of JoyNews' series on security in constituencies ahead of election 2020, Love FM's Nanaya Aljima spent the day in Asawase and has come through with this report.
The Asawase constituency is listed among hotspots in the upcoming election, with 53 areas under police radar. The quest of the New Patriotic Party to grab the parliamentary seats from the National Democratic Congress is said to be the cause of the high tension in the area. Several incidents have threatened security in Asawase constituency. In July, a national security operative brandished a gun at a registration center in an attempt to restrict some people from registering in the constituency. Pockets of political violence characterized internal activities of both political parties, mainly from internal race to become parliamentary candidates. Latest among incidents leading to heightened tension is the arrest of some NDC persons police suspect to be armed robbers terrorizing the region. Incumbent Member of Parliament for Asawase, Muntaka Mubarak, claims the police are unfair to the NDC.
Matters becomes difficult. You go to court, and the court will tell whoever is powerful, this is not the laws of our country. So they create balance. I just want to remind the police and the court, we believe that they will do just, but emanating from what I saw yesterday in the court, I have serious concerns that if the police and the court fail our society, they should know they are contributing to injustice anywhere in the world.
Many in the constituency are concerned about security situation ahead of the upcoming elections. Some point to the existence of party vigilantes despite their disbandment.
We are not seeing the usual macho style and this kind of activities now, but who knows what is going to happen. So the security agencies should also liaise with the political parties in a sense that the law should be applied. The political parties should be able to apply the law and make sure that the vigilantes are totally eradicated.
Yeah, I think the matter of insecurity and then vigilantes is almost everywhere across the country, in every constituency, in every region.
I will also urge stakeholders, especially the political parties, the CSOs, the clerics and the what have you, to come together to enforce fully the disbandment laws of the vigilante groups and activities. I think having them fully disbanded would be the best solution to causing these problems.
They are not coming out with labels for you to say that what we talk about, what we said that is no more, now is happening. It's happening. Do you understand? You may walk through these communities and you realize that our words, our communication between some of these youth will tell you that some of these activities is still happening.
Others observed the police, after killing of 7 Asawase constituents in Manson Kwanta, have refused to patrol the area. This, according to them, has resulted in the open use of drugs by the youth in the area, creating a sense of insecurity, especially as elections beckon.
Those voters who were supporting the NDC party were this side, and then those who were supporting the MPP party also were this side. If you go to this place, there is a public toilet over there. When you go there, so far at least around 4:30 to 10 o'clock, Charlie, it's something else. In front of the street, Charlie, it's very terrible. The same as if you go to the distance. The public school is very terrible.
Since NDC omuye campaign, MPP omuye campaign. Uko MPP omuko we for no omuka cheze mu da munum but mamu ya. MPP so at the same time omuko I say we move to amana oba pamo mu nyina me de mu de mutena osundwe mamu num yi. Edentina isa basa. But Yababesi police station, there was Asawase. Who called on about police station, who called on Agajansha of Urukrum police station, but still, Yanni Bambo BIO about Asawase.
If you call a police patrol that they should come, the guys are here inside the park smoking ganja. No one will mind you. So that's our main concern.
Both MPP and NDC, who are key actors in the coming election, have signed pacts to ensure peaceful elections. The NPP, as part of their campaign, is calling on all to use the upcoming elections to erase the violent tag.
We beef our security just to make sure that all eventualities will be curtailed. Before then, I had gone to all the bases, both NDC base and NDC and NPP base, spoke to them, let them know that we are in a law state. If you do things against the law will take its course on you. I called on them to let us all come together. Politics came to meet us to go and leave us.
Thankfully, we are joined on the line by the Ashanti Regional Minister, Simon Osei-Mensah, for some more perspective on this. We're very grateful for your time, sir. I'm sure you heard the residents there. Those are residents of Asawase. But generally, security has become a topical issue in recent times in the Ashanti region, particularly in Kumasi. How worried are you about the situation?
Please, you are very, very faint. I cannot even hear a word from whatever you said.
We do apologize for our faint phone lines, but I was asking about the rising crime rate in the Ashanti region, specifically Kumasi, and whether the Regional Security Council is worried about this. What are you doing about it?
Oh, it's unfortunate for you to see that the rising crime rate. I agree there have been some crimes of late, but that cannot be described as the rising crime rate. The Regional Security Council is actually concerned. That's why we put several measures in place to arrest the situation. So far, we've increased the number of intelligence lessons that we are carrying out within the Greater Kumasi area in the region as a whole. Also, we've increased police, military patrols and visibility. There are other intelligence aspects that we strengthened, for which I cannot mention on air, but we are doing our best to arrest them. Even yesterday, we had a meeting with the major stakeholders, including political parties, religious leaders, users, some media houses, etc., to ensure that we can put some systems in place that to ensure we have peace and security during the election, before, during, and after the election. So a number of measures have been put in place. It's quite unfortunate that I heard the one who called me said the rising crime rate in the Asawase area. It's just unfortunate that most of these things, apart from some few places like Asqua and then Atus, you hear some two other incidents occur. Most of them are occurring within the Asawase. And again, most of the people arrested, almost all arrested within that country. It's a very volatile area, but we are doing our best to contain them. What we will plead, especially with the Member of Parliament for Asawase, to avoid politicizing criminal issues. Criminality has no color, political color or ethnic color. So we should stop those things. Some people invaded the police station when some of them were arrested, some were on the run, and the police arrested some of them. He came out and said, we are just going after NDC people. Has crime got any political color? There's one person he said he was going to bring. Up to now, he's not submitted the person to the police, and the police are now still combing for the culprit, who are 128, who led the group to the police station and vandalized the whole place. So he should stop that thing. Otherwise, we will put the status, everything aside, and then deal with him appropriately.
All right. Speaking of Asawase, we know that it has been identified as one of the major hotspots. What's the plan to avert electoral violence, we're just about 19 days to the elections. Is there a plan to ensure that peace?
Yes, we've increased, that is what I said, we've increased security patrols, that combined team of the police and the military in the area. Even the military, when they did through or force exercise in the area, they've been recently route marched by the security agencies, which included Asawase and its environs. So we are doing everything possible to make sure that the security in the place and the region in general is intact. The unfortunate thing is that almost all the people that cause offenses or criminal, indulge in criminal activities, most of them, that's the place you go to arrest them. Those people who kidnapped an Indian, they were arrested there. Those people who kidnapped the Canadian ladies, they were arrested there. These people who killed the MP in the central region, that is where we arrested them. Almost all the crimes coming, that's the area that we've been arresting the people. And we have to make sure that that place will not be the den of criminals in the region. Right. So we are going to what we are preaching is that crime has no political color. And we should stop politicizing all this.
Very well.
They arrest the person sees inconsistency, that is anti stronghold, that is why they are doing. So do we allow people to go and kill other people just in the name of politics? We have criminals who normally would like to take advantage of the political environment and then cause crime. We shouldn't tolerate this. We should be neutral when it comes. Let's look at the same issue objectively rather than being subjective and relating to ethnocentrism, related to political agenda and all those. These things have no political agenda.
Very well.
The person they killed is from that area. To understand it. When the person went, did they ask of whether the person was an NDP, MPP, or CPP, or PNC, or what? Now the person's life is lost. What is going to happen to the children, the family members? These things, we don't think about them, and we talk politics.
Very well,
If you want to develop your area, do think about the people dying. Do they die before you come and you have your power?
All right, that's Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei-Mensah, giving assurances that security is being stepped up in the Ashanti region, especially in the hotspots as we look ahead to the upcoming December polls.